Hey, everybody, it's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show.
From Oracle Park in San Francisco. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Landon Root. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris. All right, just about ready for baseball. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground to short, Adames. Gets it to first. One pitch and one out. So up next, Kyle Teal.
Ball one.
Curveball. Low middle. Sinker. Low middle.
Right through there for a strike. Just getting started here in San Francisco. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
High inside.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Middle outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Low middle.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Austin Hayes stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Ball one.
Sinker. Low middle.
Hey!
Curveball. Low middle.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Chapman over to first in time. And the White Sox go quietly. Back here in San Francisco. And on the hill here today, Hagen Smith. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. Willie Adames stands in. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Runner takes off. This one in the air center field. And there's one down. So here's Bader now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go.
Ball that side.
There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is a little risky with the guy you got at the plate. He's so hot right now and such a quality hitter. You got to make sure you're going to be safe. And fortunately for him, he was. Now he's in scoring position.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. Devers now 2 for 7 in the series so far. Pitch gets away. tag, and he's
Got
out
him
at
on
the
the
plate.
tag.
Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Back here at Oracle Park, all set for the start of the inning. So the San Francisco Giants putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. They came into the year looking like a team with a good shot at the postseason. We might need to upgrade that outlook.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is a team that's headed for October. They've put together a very nice season so far.
Of course, now they need to keep it up and make sure they don't waste what's been a great start. Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami. On the ground, right side. In time to Devers. Fine play in the hole for the out. Brooks Baldwin digs in now. And first offering is fouled off.
Low inside.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Low inside.
That's a ball.
Curveball. Low inside.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Curveball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Digging in, Edgar Caro. High fly ball, right field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second. Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Rafael Devers. And a big swing and a miss. Devers recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Out towards right center field. Baldwin gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Elliot Ramos. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Smith making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2024. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss. Yeah, the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Luis Ariz stands in. Had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game. Up the middle, and a base hit. And that gives Matt Chapman a chance to hit with 2 out.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Play made, that ends the inning. Back here in San Francisco, on to the 3rd inning. Lenin Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Out to short. Adames, the throw to first. And one away in the top of the 3rd.
Low inside.
Derek Hill stands
down.
in here, takes ball 1 low.
Curveball. Middle outside.
Hey!
Top of the 3rd, no score. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. My job in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
Low outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Curveball. Low outside.
On the ground. And that's just
Curveball.
foul.
Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Hit weakly on the ground. Adames handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Oracle Park, stepping in, Christian Koss. Out to short. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now at the plate, Patrick Bailey. 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. Fouled off left side. Oh, 1 now.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate. This one in the air center field. And that's the inning. Back here in San Francisco as we go to the top of the 4th. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ball 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-2.
Cutter. High inside.
Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Low inside.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
Low middle.
Swings over the top of that one.
Low inside.
On the ground to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Go ahead run on base. Munetaka Murakami, the next to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
Low inside.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Low inside.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here at Oracle Park, now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames. Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now Bader up to the plate. Slide to right his first time. Runner on the go. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Stays alive.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. In the air, left field. Hill try to get to it. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags for home. Safe. And they take the lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Got him swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. We go to the top of the fifth. Leading off, Brooks Baldwin. And that one fouled off.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Curveball. Low inside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Got him swinging. One gone here. Next is the designated hitter, Edgar Caro.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on. 0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Circle change. Low outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Low inside.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Sosa in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike two.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And they'll do it again.
Sinker. Low middle.
Two down, nobody on.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with two away.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now Derek Hill right through there for a strike.
Sinker. Low middle.
Strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about,
ball went
but
out.
some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Man on second, two down. Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now it's the Giants DH, Luis Arias.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Arise with some impressive production lately.
Ball.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. Hayes on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Koss. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hayes coming on. And that is that. Back here in San Francisco, top 6, Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right through here for a strike. Comes up empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. So digging in, Kyle Teal. White Sox down a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right.
New arm out of the bullpen, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. It's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Murakami in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Waves at the defender for the strikeout. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Smith back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Next pitch, not close, up high.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. So the lineup flips over. Now, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. This one high in the air to left center. And there are 2 down. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's a strike, 95 of that one. In the air to left center. Bader sizing it up. That'll drop in as he plays it on a hop. The throw into second, and he's out, trying for 2. So now the DH spot, Edgar Carroll. That one's in there, 0-1. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. One down. And here is Sosa to the plate. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out.
And that's in for a strike.
That's ball 2.
Pitch down.
The Giants holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up now for Chicago, Derek Hill.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
He was late there, strike 1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess. He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Step off throw to first. Bader back and he's out. They picked him off. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Dives, and it gets by. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away. 1 out. Runner at second. Elliot Ramos digs in now. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. At the plate, Luis Arias.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Tapped softly on the ground. My drop. Inning over. For the top of the 8th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Mydroff. And fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one lifted to left. Ramos on his way over. And there's one away. So up next, Kyle Teal. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Bader on the move. He's got it. 2 away. So digging in, Austin Hayes. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jordan Leisure. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Aye!
Leisure goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a 2-seamer.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a 1-2. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
And that's outside. And he walked him. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. Here's the second baseman, Christian Koss. Quick move to first. Chapman back on a dive. There goes the runner. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Chapman headed home. And they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Bailey swings through it for strike 1. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Koss around third. In comes the run from second. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. That's ripped into the outfield. And foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third. Tags the runner for 1, and no throw. He's into first easily. Willie Adames now at the plate. 1 for 3. Now quick throw to first. And he's back in easily. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Bounces out at second. Ripped into right field, base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw.
He's
Save. And that one gets past the catcher. Throw comes into third. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
That's a base running right there.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
On the ground to third. Gets him easily, ends the inning. We go to the ninth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Colson Montgomery.
Now what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Got him looking for the strikeout. White Sox down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Brooks Baldwin. There's the strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another W for this team. Seems like nobody in the league has an answer for them right now. They show up with a lot of swagger and confidence, and they're getting contributions from everyone on the roster. Really impressive.